next 5 years, because the contract's going to be a 4 or 5 year, who would you take? Here we go.
All right.
Next 5 years.
Would you rather have Carson Wentz or Dak?
That is one of the easier ones today. I'd take Carson Wentz. And I think Carson Wentz and Patrick Mahomes, in terms of size, leadership, arm strength, are transformational players. The difference is Mahomes got to sit for a year, learn under Alex Smith, had Andy Reid. Carson Wentz had to play, got hurt again. Wentz, to me, is a different level of talent. I only put Mahomes in his class in terms of size, arm, athletic, mobility, smarts, pre-snap, coachability. I think Wentz is a totally different class of quarterback.
I think for the injuries, I'm taking Dak. Would you rather have Goff or Dak?
Again, I sometimes I don't get the criticism of certain players. I would take Goff. He throws outside of Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes, one of the best deep ball throwers in the league. If you like Matt Ryan, how do you not like Jared Goff? He's a better arm. He's basically, yes, he needs a better offensive line. He's not terribly athletic. Either is Tom Brady.
Better than Ryan.
Jared Goff's really good. Well, he's got Sean McVay. Find me the great quarterback with a nothing burger as head coach. They don't exist. Every
Dak
good
Prescott.
quarterback.
Dak.
Marino Shula, Brady Belichick, Montana. They all have good quarterbacks. Yes, Goff is elevated by Sean McVay. So is Garoppolo with Kyle Shanahan. You don't think Dak's elevated by that offensive line, Zeke, Amari? You don't think it helps a little bit? So I would take Goff over Dak.
I also would take Goff. Would you rather have Jimmy Garoppolo or Dak?
Jimmy G.
It's close. This morning, I'd take Dak. Okay.
It's close.
I think Dak is a better athlete.
Equal.
Dak doesn't have 2 injuries.
Jimmy G.
I like Garoppolo, and that's how I feel about Dak. I like Dak,
him.
but I was really disturbed by Jimmy Garoppolo
really
and
disturbed.
the adult film star in Beverly Hills. Come on.
Bow wow.
You're a franchise quarterback. I don't love that judgment. And that kind of off-field judgment has sometimes worried me about his throwing judgment. So this is really close, but if you're talking availability, athletic, Garoppolo's got a better arm, but sometimes Jimmy's off-field, non-field judgment has been immature. I take slightly, very, very slightly, Dak.
I'm also taking Dak there. Would you rather have Matt Ryan or Dak?
Matty Ice.
I asked the staff not to put this one up. Let me come back to this one later.
Okay.
I got a lot of stuff I'm still filing on that.
Boy, okay.
Would you rather have Deshaun Watson or Dak?
Okay, this may surprise you. But in this instance, it's like Garoppolo. It's an
Here we
inch.
go.
I
Here we
think
go.
I'd take Dak, and here's why.
Why are you taking
Because
Dak?
you're asking me next 5 years. Deshaun, the knock on Dak, he's not really a natural thrower. I completely agree. I don't think Deshaun's a great natural thrower. I worry that Dak is an ascending player. I worry that Deshaun Watson sort of plays one way. And the way he plays is going to put him in harm's way.
You guys had
like
enough
a lot of quarterbacks, Russell Wilson now runs less. Russell could play 2 ways. I can run and win. I can pocket and rarely run and win. Steve Young did that. I can win running. I can win passing. I wonder if Deshaun Watson's way to win is why he gets dinged up. Like, this is the way he plays. And I worry that Dak, I think Dak can win more ways.
I kind of wanted to get to
he's not the
Sam
athlete, Deshaun.
Darnold.
So again, this is narrow by an inch.
Better
I think
than
I'd take Dak.
Prescott.
Would you rather have Derek Carr or Dak?
Derek's a better natural thrower. He's had a major
with
injury.
Derek Carr on that one. Colin.
Derek's really funny. First of all, I think Derek's a franchise quarterback. When we stop
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Whoa! Well, hello, everybody. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up those football guys. Wake up, guys. Wake up. Wake up. How is everybody doing this evening. Today's been one of those crazy ass days. Let me go ahead and say what's up to my main man, Michael Anthony Fitness. What's happening? What's going on, man? What's going on, man?
Oh, it's going good.
What are you listening to?
I'm listening to you in real time on you now.
Oh,
There's no delay. There's no delay.
Oh, you're listening to you now. Oh, okay. All right. So shout out.
There's
Now, here's what we
There
do.
is zero delay on you now.
I've been accused of being a cheater.
But there's no delay on you
Okay.
now.
I've been accused of being a cheater because I'm seeing another platform. You know, hey, listen.
Hey, they
y'all.
reached
Listen.
out to you. They reached out to you.
Listen. You now, you know, it's just one of those platforms. You know, the things that we do in here on YouTube, you know, that's real. This doesn't mean what it does. You now? What's up? How you doing, you now? You know, hey, who's your boy? Who's your boy? Anyway, we are actually on you now as well. And what we have is we actually have a side camera, okay? So if you want to see Mark's belly, okay, and this will be actually really good because after the Super Bowl, I'm going to get back on keto, okay? I've put on my football weight, and it's time for me to start losing it. So I'm going to start doing my keto recipes. I'm going to start, walking again. I'm going to try and drop 20 pounds. I'm going to try and get lower than I was before. I'm going to try and look like I'm ready to play for the Dallas Cowboys because, hey, you know what? Maybe they'll sign me. I don't know. You know what? Actually, maybe the Houston Texans will sign me because Lord knows they make some crazy-ass trades. So, with that being said, it's time to get on to the subject here. We have, hold on. Wait. Let me stop right there. I see Gina. What's up, Gina? Gina, when are you showing us your racks? I know you got them. I know you got your racks today, so I can't wait to see that picture right there. I saw Lola. What's up, Lola? Lola, how you doing? I know I saw Joanne Gonzalez. What's up? How you doing? Who did I miss? I know I missed a few in here because I know there's a lot of the lovely ladies in the house. I see Lola. Mike, who did I miss? I see Gina. I know I saw Joanne. Was Crystal up in here? Gina. Howard Floyd. What's happening, Howard? How are you doing? Alan Williams. Lola. What's up, Lola? How you doing, Lola? All right, so if I missed you, ladies, please, because the chat's gone quite long on here. All right, so let's see if we can get you up to date. If you've been up under a rock, and you don't know what's been going on, what's what, and who's who, let me see if I can get it straight for you. We heard rumors, of course, that people said, hey, the landing spot for Matthew Stafford, maybe it's the Cowboys. Maybe, Mark, switch the cam back. Which cam? Oh, my bad. Oop. Sorry, I got Michael over there. What's the matter? You don't like seeing? You don't like seeing Michael all the time? Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I tell you what, we'll put him picture in picture. How's that? Oh, wrong one. We'll go picture in picture with Michael. How's that? So that way you can see Michael hard at work here, taking care of the chats and stuff on two streams and things. Okay, so in case you've been under a rock, Matthew Stafford got traded to Los Angeles for Jared Goff, 2 number ones starting next year, okay, and the year after, and a 3rd-round draft pick. The way it's going to work out is basically both teams are going to have in the high teens the Lions are going to have like 18 million in dead money. The Rams are going to have like 22 million in dead money to get rid of Jared Goff. Jared Goff is literally on his way out. He'll be the Lions quarterback for this year, but after that they can basically drop him, or they can try and trade him from here and try to pick up some more picks. Mark, maybe Collins, he'll sign. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see if they sign me or not. I doubt that anybody wants to sign my fat rear end because, well, it's a fat rear end. So that kind of started a whole cascade because there were a lot of teams that were in the market. Now, we heard that the Bears were interested, and they're also interested in one Dak Prescott if he's released. The 49ers say they're going to kind of stick with Jimmy Garoppolo for the time being. but they were actually interested, but they didn't want to go as high as 2 number ones. In fact, they didn't want to give up a number 1 at all. Roland's review. What's up, Roland's? How you doing? How you doing tonight? So they didn't get into that. We heard that the Carolina Panthers were also one of those teams, as well as the Washington football team. Washington was willing to give up a first, but not 2 firsts. So you have a lot of teams out there that are looking for quarterbacks. Now we heard, I heard earlier today, after we found out that Jason Witten has got a job coaching high school in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Dallas Prosper, or that, somewhere around Dallas, okay? I can't remember exactly what it was. What's up, Law Nation fan? How are you doing? Roland's review, Simba, right. Ronnie Young, maybe Collins will sign you. Gina Thorne, laugh out loud. Oh, you sent me a picture of your racks? Oh, Sookie now. Yes, the Eagles definitely stink. Well, we're all in agreement there that the Eagles stink. What we're hearing from the Eagles is they're going to have a quarterback competition. They haven't actually said who is going to be the starting quarterback. That is one of those situations where you realize that the head coach is truly a lapdog. He's afraid to say anything because he figures that this guy, nope, don't have it. Mess it up. I'm having a hard time tonight. Oh my goodness. Carson Wentz is not found. He's lost. No! How could I lose that? Let me try this one because I got to have a joke here. I
fire Howard. Fucking fire him. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me?
I don't
want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid. I fire his ass. I mean, how he's got to be stupid? What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him. You
gotta love Philly 500. Oh, okay, Gina. Yeah, Gina. I saw the email where you said that you got them and that you were excited about it, and I actually sent you an email back, so I thought you had already gotten it. Did I get Roland's review? What's up, Roland's? How you doing? Mark, apparently the reason why they fired Doug is he wanted to bring in his own guys, and clearly is a pup. Oh my God, he literally felt. You could see him just kind of like pulling the strings on him. Somebody had just said in here that they're trying to pass the stimulus next week, that maybe Jerry Jones will get the extra cash to sign Dak Prescott. Okay, so let me make sure I got
qualify.
this. No, he doesn't qualify. Of course he don't qualify. Now, maybe half the staff on his yacht probably does, but I don't think he does. Okay, so, there's Philadelphia. What's up, Philadelphia? Hey, Philadelphia.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
There you go, Philadelphia. So, we had all that stuff happen. We had all the hate and everything else from all the Dak haters that are in here like, let Dak walk, man. Or, oh, man, we got to trade him. Now, I hear you guys say sign him and trade him. Here's what you could do, okay? And I'm not necessarily, the craziest thing, Mike, you know what the craziest thing I heard today was?
What's that?
I'm trying to remember. Oh, they said we should trade Dak Prescott to Minnesota for Kirk Cousins and get 2 number ones on top of it.
That's a joke.
I was like, what? What
have you been on?
Now, I talked to somebody today. I can't reveal my sources, but they were saying about Dak's rehab is way ahead of schedule, okay? that he's way ahead of schedule and stuff, that he's actually going to have more flexibility, that they went in and they actually cleaned out his ankles, that he actually had some things, floating around. I've got bone spurs, and I've got meniscus that's floating around my knee, and from time to time it gets kind of wedged between the joint. I don't know if you've ever had, because when I described it to my orthopedist, I said, it's crazy. Sometimes I've got no pain in my knee, and other times it feels like I'm kneeling on a pencil or something. He said, well, what happens is, he said, because your knee is so jacked up. I mean, literally. You're screwed when you go to the doctor and he's looking at the x-rays of you and the scans, okay? They do the whole scan, you get in the tube, and you hear boom, 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 boom. It's kind of crazy. Boom, 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 boom. And it's like, man, is this thing about to collapse on me or what? And he looks at it, and he's like, yeah, He looks at me, and he says, your knee's fucked up. I can't believe you walked in here on this knee. It's like, yeah, I understand that. I can tell you it's fucked up. That's why I'm here. And I'm like, so from time to time, for a day or two, I said, I feel like, it's like something's in it. He said, yeah. He said, I call it a piece of pain breaking off. He said, it's like a piece of bone, or it's meniscus and stuff, and it's hard, and it gets wedged between the bones. And so when you walk on it, it's like you got like a crumb in there, or like a rock that's going in between your knee. And so it's painful. And so Dak, being a younger person and playing football all these years and stuff, they cleaned those things up. So he's actually got more mobility and flexibility. That's what I've heard. Now, don't quote me on that. But if you think back to Sean Lee, and I know you're like, oh, you're not comparing him to Sean Lee now. Oh, we're really screwed. No, Sean Lee, for the first few years, consistently ended up getting hurt until he blew out his knee in 2014. When they went in, they basically said, your knee has been shot since you got into the clothes. And they ended up going through, and they cleaned it up. And he actually had 2 really great years. In fact, the 2 best years of his career after they did that, because he was able to move better than he could in the past. So hopefully that's going to be the case with Dak Prescott. So now that we've seen that the Texans are looking for 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s, 2 number 3s, and 2 players, I'm trying to understand why everything's a 2. Does that make sense to you? Oh, I didn't just say let's take 3 number 1s.
Are you gonna
we'll take 2 number 1s and 3 3s. Why is it all that 2? And 2 defensive players. I mean,
Are you kidding me?
I mean, damn. That's a lot to ask.
Just trade Carson then.
Ask for.
Are you kidding?
Why did that just start? Why did you just start on there? I'm trying to understand. I must have something set up here that I don't realize is set up. All right, so Cowboys can't wait to get my quarterback in action. Cowboys up north, what's going on? Can't hear nothing. Can't hear me? You can't hear me. That's a creepy noise. We can't hear you. Feedback. Uh-oh. Hold up. And I have no idea why it did, but for some reason, the video clips started playing in the background. So, up, Tay Cowboys. How you doing, Tay? I'm gonna have to do something real quick. Hang on, hold on for 1 second, y'all. Broke-ass media in full effect. I've got to reach up under the table here because I didn't plug my shit in. I got to plug this other computer in right now. It's good now? Okay. All right. Glad you can hear me now. Okay. Broke-ass media. I got to do everything. Excuse me. All right, there we go. We should be good. Did I just lose it? I may have just lost you now. Okay. Okay, I think I've lost my YouNow stream, but YouNow, sorry, we'll come back to another time. Can I go outside and do a pit? I can't take my system out here. I'd have to do it on my cell phone. I'll do that another time for you, if that's okay. Yeah, Philly 500 was playing in the background, so I cannot hear me. Okay, we're good. All right, this is broke-ass media, so we'll get it straightened out. When people say we can't hear, it's because there's a delay. We can hear you fine, especially the noise you play. Mark, you planning? Jack, I'm still working on that. Actually, I have a company working on getting that set up, and they're a little bit slow on it right now. Joe Lopez, love the show. What's up? This is y'all nephew. My nephew, as in the Washington fan? As in William? William? Is it William? I think most of them are family, and I really hope we sign them. Oh, while I'm sitting here for a second, we got me. Today, this was interesting. It's snowing like crazy outside today, and this came for me today. Now what's interesting is this. I don't know who sent this to me, okay? On there is D. Wright. D. Wright. I wonder if D gets wrong. D, are you ever wrong? It says fragile on the package, right? And the side of it, there's a hole. It's like, well, damn. Well, damn. How you going to put a hole in the side of a fragile package? Come on, post office. My daddy retired from the post office. Y'all got to do better than that. So we're going to see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully I don't hit any buttons here that mess up. What this is. Oh, snap. Oh, my goodness. This is it. You know what this is, Mike? You don't know what this is? Oh, my God.
Are we playing bingo?
When we do our drawings.
Is that for bingo?
This is what, listen. All right, so, oh, my God. Okay, this is perfect.
D7.
D right.
B7.
So what we can do is, look at it. Drop them in there, in the slot. And,
Anybody have B7?
Oh, my God.
B7 going once? Going twice?
I feel like the monkey with the accordion. Okay, man.
I-21.
This is perfect. Okay, so
I-21 going once, going twice.
See, you got to be a smart ass, don't you?
That's what they have for bingo.
That's going to be perfect because, oh, man. Because here's what we're going to do. Oh, my God. That's freaking incredible. Dude, please, you get a rack. You get in the rack on the house, a hamster cage.
Like a hamster.
Come on, man. Although you could put, you could. Well, actually, maybe we could put a hamster in there and have him run it to go ahead and spin it up.
No, that's not a good idea.
Then Pete will come after us, won't it?
No, because you'll get poop all over the.
Yeah, you're right.
Because they can't control their bowels.
Microphone is blaring. Okay, let me turn Michael down just a little bit there. Okay, all right. Look, I have 20. See, y'all just smart ass. Y'all are just.
That's big.
Smart asses. That's what y'all are. Smart asses. Okay, hang on for 1 second.
045. Oh, slap.
All right. Okay, well, we're going to leave them alone. Michael's mic. I just turned it down. I turned it down. Okay. Well, no, actually, because when I did the mic check before, I ended up not having the button pushed on it. So, okay, so we turned it down. Huh? We turned it down. Okay, hopefully we're good. Okay, so what we're going to do is, listen, so when you do Super Chats, here's what we're doing. We do our drawings and everything else, and we start doing all the names. That's one of the things Michael does is whenever we get the Super Chats, we'll put those in there and we'll use that to draw. That way we know it's spun up, and then that way people will know it's above board because you know how people, it's rigged. It ain't rigged, but it's a great gift. Thank you so much. This is freaking incredible. Actually, I got from Savannah, Georgia. Okay, so we got the address. We're going to send a rack as a thank you. I don't know where you found it from. because I was looking for something like this because I was like, maybe I can get one of the bingo balls and stuff. I mean, the lotto balls, but I couldn't find it. Okay, so back to where we were. Okay, I got distracted because I got a new. Look at it, I got a new toy. I can spin it. I can spin it. Okay, it was cool until he got too close. Okay, so that's cool. We got it. We got that straight. Okay, so then I've been talking about if I were Dak Prescott's agent. A couple of days ago, I got all kinds of hate. What?
Someone said that they used those to spin jalapeno peppers. That's what Simba said.
You spin jalapeno peppers.
Like when you cook them.
You roast
some other than that.
I guess you could see.
I said something similar to is what they were talking about.
So you're like fire roasting them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Something
I can see
similar
that,
to
but that ain't gonna happen. No.
That's not made for that, but they said they had something similar to that with the.
That's ghetto style, man. Come on, Simba. That's ghetto style, man.
They probably have some. I'm sure they have some for like when.
But why? I mean, I've smoked jalapenos in my smoker. Why do you spin them? That's the new. I got to learn that.
They said they seen them like that.
Oh, you've seen them. Okay.
Something similar to it that's made for.
Psycho Cowboy fan says Dak is gone. Well, you definitely. You know what?
They wait till.
How about?
Situation requires is a whole lot more, and you shut your ass up.
There you go. On that one about Dak gone. All right. So, Kurt Morgan, 5 years, $275 million. Damn. Okay, so you're way above me. So earlier today, we heard Jerry Jones and the Cowboys were prepared to offer Dak 5 years, $175 million. Now, the only thing we don't know is if they were going to say, we're going to offer you more guaranteed money. If you're saying we're going to give you a 5 year, $175 million fully guaranteed contract, Dak would probably say, okay, we can work with that. We can work with that. Maybe. But if it's not, I wouldn't. Why even go there? You are literally insulting the man because of inflation of quarterbacks. You just had Matthew Stafford, a guy who's played 12 years in the NFL, never won his division. And when I talked about this yesterday, people were like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I was hoping to have actually Gridiron Blitz on here to have a discussion, but I'll get a video with him in the near future. My man's busy. He's out there getting paid. But they go through and they have this whole selective thing of saying, well, Matthew Stafford, he's a winner. But I go, he's got a losing record. They say, no, but he's with the Lions. He's never had anybody. He's got nobody. It's just Matthew Stafford. I was like, isn't Megatron up to be in the Hall of Fame this year? Yeah, but he had Megatron and all that, but he never had a defense. I was like, hold up. I go back through, and in 2014, the year we beat him in the playoffs, he had Megatron. He also had, God, can't think of his name. Another wide receiver that was a Pro Bowler, Rodney Petaway. Thank you very much. Let's keep the chat. Golden Tate. So we had two Pro Bowl wide receivers. On defense, he had Ndamukong Suh. He also had my boy Glover Quinn. All pro. These guys are all pro. Their linebacker, Levi, all pro. 3 all pro players on the defense. That was 3rd in the NFL in points, 8th in taking the football away, right? Only giving up 17.6 points a game, right? And the offense with Megatron and Golden Tate and Matthew Stafford, 3 Pro Bowlers, only averaged 20.5 points a game. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold up. You got a defense that is 2nd in yardage giving up. You're getting short fields. You're getting takeaways. We ain't been good in takeaways. We haven't been in top 15 in takeaways since 2014. You're getting takeaways. You got a defense that's stopping people that's getting takeaways, and you're only averaging 20 points? And I'm kind of like, You kind of have selective memory here. And remember, you played in a division where you had guys like Case Keenum. Case Keenum won the division. Okay? Case Keenum, guys like that, never won a division. I'm not saying that Matthew Stafford is a bad quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. But I don't know that he is all that. When I saw an article that said we should trade Dak Prescott and Michael Gallup for Matthew Stafford, I was like, man, you know what?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I just don't see it. And the thing for the Rams, I got hate from the Ram fans and stuff because I said, look, this move was made out of desperation. They realized Jared Goff is ass. Jared Goff is limited. He could work with him when you had Todd Gurley because you could do a lot of swing passes, and Todd Gurley was making the plays. But they realize he's not going to be the guy. And they look at the team that they have where they have older talent. They have a ballooned, they're $31 million before the trade over on the salary cap, and you got no draft picks. So it's like, we need to go ahead and get something right now that gives us a chance to try and win. If they don't win the Super Bowl in the next 2 years, then it's blowing up in their face. So you got that dynamic. You hear that Jimmy G, they really don't want to keep Jimmy Garoppolo. They want to upgrade that, but they realize that's going to be too expensive. And I think a lot of teams are realizing that Nino! Thank you very much for the super chat. They realize that it's just too much. Sheila. Oh, Sheila. What's up, Sheila? So they realize we don't want to spend that kind of money. That's too much. The Rams, on the other hand, that's what we want. We don't care. And they don't believe in first-round picks. So they don't have one until 2024. And it wouldn't surprise me if they started trading those down the road here. So enter hearing that the Dallas Cowboys are planning on offering Dak the same deal. I'm hoping that that's just say, let's talk. I don't understand if you were saying that last year we would have taken that number last year if it was 4 years. He's literally saying, I don't want a contract more than 4 years. You wait a year later, which means you're putting another year really on it. So you're now saying that same deal would be like a 6-year deal. I don't see how you think he's going to take that. Cameron, here's the thing that's kind of, most people aren't talking about it. You could franchise tag him with an exclusive tag and try to trade him if he decides to sign, or you could end up putting him on the non-exclusive tag, which means teams could go ahead and sign him to an offer sheet, and then you have the right of first refusal where you could get a maximum of 2 number ones. What, Mike, you're shaking your head.
Skin fan just texted me, said that if y'all don't sign Dak, we will.
Well, you hear that, right? Exactly.
But the question is, does Dak Prescott want to go to Washington?
You know what?
If he was a free agent. If he was a free agent. Not traded, but free agent. I don't even think he would.
Well, you know what? I don't know, though. But see, there's the revenge factor.
But Mark,
but hold up. There's the revenge factor. All right? Ladies, you know how you do. Ladies, you know how you do. All the lovely ladies in the place with the style and grace. You know when you break up with a guy and you know that you're going to be in the same place as that guy is, you spend a little extra time, don't you? You spend a little extra time, don't you? You make sure that hair, it's got an extra little, well, my hair's jacked up, but it's got an extra little shine to it, You get that new dress that's got, the curves that go pow, 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 pow. It's nice and slick and smooth and all that. Make sure you got that lipstick on, that bright red. Get your nails done. Probably have open-toe shoes. And when you see him there, you go ahead and walk right by him. A little extra sway in your hips. And you say, hey, how you do? Oh, because you make sure you look extremely happy because you want to make them eat their heart out. So when you say he wouldn't go to the Washington football team, a jilted lover. I don't know.
I know Hainsworth didn't late on the field.
Offer Dak 3 years, $105 million, fully guaranteed. that works out to $34 million a year. Jared, here's the thing I would say. The problem is this. We're a year later where the highest paid quarterback was 35. We already know Pat Mahomes is at the 45. We know that Deshaun Watson is at 39. We know that Buffalo's already talking about, mid-40s for Josh Allen. You know that Baker Mayfield will probably get his done there too. So all of a sudden these guys, and we have Aaron Rodgers, who they basically said he's not going anywhere. He's already asked for another deal, right? He still has 2 more years left on his deal. You think Aaron Rodgers is going to take 35 again? No, he's looking to be, hey, I'm MVP. I better be in the 40s. And Russell Wilson is also, his deal was signed the same time as Aaron Rodgers, basically. Aaron Rodgers was a couple months later. And he's going to see, hey, there's all this new money out here. I'm the only thing you got going, Seattle. I want to redo my deal. So now all of a sudden, everybody's going to be in the 40s. All the top quarterbacks are going to be in the 40s. And the Cowboys think that we can sign him for 5 years now, knowing that next year the new money's going to be here, and we're going to sign him at last year's money. That shit ain't going to fly. This is what I said to do, and people came through and said, you're crazy. Hey, man, you're smoking crack. Let him walk. I said, what you do is, if you're the agent, say, hey, we'll give you the 5th year. We'll give you the 5th year. But here's the deal. We ain't negotiating. Either sign us or don't. We don't care. It's about business. We understand. You don't believe in me? We're cool. We cool. 5 years, $220 million. That comes out at 44. It's below Pat Mahomes, right? It's below Pat Mahomes. You put a voidable year at the end if you want to, so that way, you can get out of it if it's not working out. We can structure it however you want to make it, friendly in the front. But that's the deal. If you want to franchise tag me for the year, that's cool. That's cool. But understand, I will never sign a long-term deal with you, ever. So if you want to sign me to franchise tag this year, I'm going to play lights out. I'm going to do everything I can for the team. Come next year, you can either pay me the $57 million on the tag, or I can go someplace else, because I guarantee you somebody else will. Mark, please tell the live crew Dak's resume sheet I sent you in the... Oh, John. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll do that. But see, here's the problem with that, John. I think I emailed you back on it, because what I told you is it doesn't matter what you say, because they'll say stuff like, he don't pass the eye test. He's a sorry ass quarterback. We're 8-8, and I'm kind of like, that Matthew Stafford has been a losing record his whole career, that he's never won a playoff game, no, that's because the team stinks. Dak got the best offensive line in football. You put Matthew Stafford on this team, man, he's winning Super Bowls every year. Isn't that the same thing they said about Andy Dalton? I think that's what they said about Andy Dalton. Where is that? There's Stephen Griffin. I'm trying to find that. John, there it is. Okay. I'm going to have to pull this up a little bit higher because down there I can't read it. Hang on. Hold up. We them boys. Okay. Let me see if I can make this bigger. All right. Here we have it right over here. Boom. I still need to make it bigger. Mark, for the life of me, brother, may God bless you and the family forever. But hear this, you will love for Dak haters. Pay Dak, Jerry. Here's for Dak proof. Dak is the first player in the NFL history with 400 yards passing, 3 rushing TDs in a single game. Okay, only player in the history of the NFL to have 400 yards passing and 3 rushing TDs in a season game. Damn. His career passing rating of 97.3 currently ranks 7th all time. tied with Tom Brady, with 176 attempts, broke the record for most consecutive pass attempts without an interception to start a career, a record previously held by Tom Brady at 162. Prescott, with his 88.9 completion percentage, broke the rookie single-game record of 87.0 set by Mike Gannon in 2013. His 67.76 passing completion percentage broke the rookie record of 66.44 by Ben Roethlisberger. NFL passer rating of 104 broke Robert Griffin's rookie of 102.4 set in 2012. His .87 interceptions to attempt broke his rookie record set by Robert Griffin III as well. 17,634 yards passing, 106 TDs passing, 24 rushing TDs, QBR rating of 97.4, 4 regular seasons, and 6 games in the fifth. Top 10 best all-time for 69 games played. 3 playoff appearances, one divisional with a bye, playoff, 2 wild card. 1 playoff win by Dak, making unbelievably 13-yard run to get a first down to win the game against the Seahawks. And the 2 playoff losses were the defense's fault. Dak brought the Cowboys back to win the game on the second playoff loss, but the defense failed to stop the Packers and Rams in the final minutes. I'll also go through and say the Packers that, 3 TDs, 304 yards, and we left too much time on the clock, and Aaron frickin' Rodgers makes an incredible pass, and they held, and ends up kicking a field goal and winning. So from my standpoint, I agree with you 100%, John, 316, that, yeah, but the problem is the Dak haters will say, oh, but he's trash. Those are empty calories, man. It's garbage time yards. He ain't shit. He don't pass the eye. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you get. There's one troll, I'm surprised he's not on here tonight, who has literally 20 profiles, and his whole thing is just to hate. Just hate. He's just like, hate, okay? And you just feel like saying to him,
situation requires is a whole lot more, and you shutting your mother ass up.
There you go. Shutting that mother humping ass up. Mark, the Steelers in 2018 had 2 1,000-yard receivers, a top 15 defense, a top 5 O-line, and a good running back. They went 9-6-1, missed the playoffs with a better coaching staff. Nobody said anything. Right. Well, you know what? And here's what's also amazing, too. We think about Drew Brees, who will retire. You think about the teams that they had, and 3 years in a row, they could not get back to the Super Bowl. They'll say, well, of course he won that one Super Bowl, but we've looked at 5 seasons where Drew Brees, they were 7-9. So he's the all-time leading passer. Are you going to tell me that not a single yard that he threw was during garbage time? And back to Matthew Stafford, the Lions got blown out a lot. So when you talk about garbage yards, you talk about somebody that's full of garbage yards for that. But I don't hear anybody talk about that at all. And one more thing about it, going back to the 2014 season, understand you had Golden Tate, Pro Bowl wide receiver, and you had Megatron, but somehow you only averaged 7.3 yards per pass completion. You had historically one of the greatest wide receivers in football, and you're only averaging that? Are you kidding me? With garbage yards? Come on, man. I'll take Dak over Roman. So, for me, I say $44 million a year, 5-year deal. Because you're going to see this whole thing balloon up. And everybody who's in here screaming, oh, you can't pay him that much. It was just 2 years ago, they were saying you can't pay him 30. You can't pay him $30 million. It's too much. He can't be the highest paid. You're highest paid for a ham sandwich for a minute. Age Sports, Dak to Minnesota, Cousins to Dallas. Yeah, oh, man. Because Kirk Cousins wins all the time. Because Kirk Cousins is great, isn't it? Dak is, you know what? Arcadian National USA. It doesn't matter who the Cowboys have. Let's be clear here. It doesn't matter with the Dallas Cowboy fans. If the Dallas Cowboy fans were the ones that were making the decisions on the team, it wouldn't matter who was here because they don't like anybody. You wouldn't have enough players to be able to play on the team if the fans ran the organization because they don't like nobody. Cameron, you wouldn't go over 40. Well, that may be, you know what, and maybe the Cowboys don't. But I can tell you, Denver is licking their chops. They realize we missed out when Dak missed the flight. And you go through and you look at all the quarterbacks that they've had, and it's like, damn, if we had Dak Prescott the last 5 years with the defense we had, we've been in the Super Bowl. And that's the truth. And as you go through, I wouldn't pay. Tell you what, the Colts spent $45 million last year on quarterbacks. $45 million. Phillip Rivers and Jacoby Brissett. 45. Washington still spent like 30-something because of their deals with Alex Smith, along with Haskins and Jared Allen. So would you rather have Alex Smith, Jared Allen, Haskins, or Dak Prescott? It's the same amount of money. Would you rather have Phillip Rivers and Jacoby Brissett or Dak Prescott? Same amount of money. Same amount of money. Damaged goods. I'll name me one quarterback that hasn't had some kind of injury and missed some time. Because here's what's interesting. As you say, he's damaged goods. Before Dak Prescott, and I'm talking about Roger Staubach, I'm talking about Craig Morton, I'm talking about Danny White, I'm talking about Tony Romo, I'm talking about Troy Aikman. No Dallas Cowboy quarterback ever in the 60 years of their franchise has made it through 3 seasons without missing games until Dak Prescott. That is a fact. That is a fact. So I don't want to hear about damaged goods. And if you're sitting here saying, he might not be ready, I want you to think about Allen Hurns, who in a playoff game in January had basically the same type of an injury, same type, ended up starting week 1 for the Miami Dolphins. Less time. So I don't want to hear that. Trade Dak. Just trolling. Okay. Y'all want a quarterback if he's missing one piece, can't win? Okay, so Dr. Football, you're going to be sued for malpractice. How many quarterbacks are winning Super Bowls with nobody? I know Pat Mahomes won last year, but I got to say, Pat Mahomes had a what?
Yeah, 4 or 5 Dallas Cowboys that we said that were nobodies.
That are playing lights out.
And he has about 3 or 4 on the team there.
Well, I look at that and say, Pat Mahomes has some players, doesn't he? Isn't Travis Kelce? He's pretty good. That boy good.
He's one of the best tight ends in the NFL.
That boy is good.
At least top 5.
Wide receiver, running back, defense. And he got a coach, don't he? He got an offensive coordinator that should be a head coach. Seemed like he got quite a few things going. But you know what's funny is he's only won 1 so far.
He's been to 2. This will be a second.
Well, this will be a second, but I'm just saying.
He went to back-to-back Super Bowls.
I'm just saying. Okay, so
he wins or loses,
so
back-to-back Super Bowls.
Dr. Football, who is it that you bringing in that can win? I tell you what, Dr. Football. I tell you what, Dr. Football. If you got a guy, I want you to know. We're gonna get this shit straight right now. Hold on, Mike. I'm talking to Dr. Football. Dr. Football, I want you to name me one quarterback that you can bring in here with the Dallas Cowboys, with the goddamn team that we had this year, that would win a Super Bowl. Tell me who the hell that is.
None.
There is none. You could have brought Pat Mahomes here this year, and there is no way, no how he's winning the Super Bowl with the shit that we did on the field. Not with the defense that couldn't take away the ball in the first half. Not a defense that couldn't shut down a run. No, get the hell out. Man, you're trash. You're trash, dude. Don't even come in here with some dumbass stuff. Pat Mahomes won, missing both tackles and a running back. Yeah, but he still had a defense. He still had a run. Listen.
He had good coaching.
So, Dr. Football, Dr. Football, are you saying that if we had brought Pat Mahomes here this year with the team as it was constructed, we're winning the Super Bowl? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Come on, man. Come on, man.
You bring Tom Brady here with this shit.
Are you
saying what
stupid
had
or
and
something?
win the Super Bowl.
Mama says
Tom
stupid
Brady
is
went
as
to-
stupid
went to a good
does.
situation.
Are you crazy?
Seriously.
Or just plain stupid?
Seriously, man. See, I hate hearing stupid shit because, the same people are saying, oh, well, Dak Prescott, he's not a winner. Let's go get somebody like Kirk Cousins.
Oh, Kirk.
The fuck?
Kirk Cousins.
Dak Prescott is 6-1 against him. 6-1. 6-1. And the same people are, oh man, let's go get Matthew Stafford and stuff. Have you looked at his record? Have you looked at his record? Huh? All these guys, because I remember, just like the intro here, I can replay it if you like. I can replay it or this or Dak. Guys, I'd take over. I'd take Sam Darnold. You still taking Sam Darnold over Dak Prescott? Are you still taking Sam Darnold over Dak Prescott? Is that your solution? Is that your solution? Huh?
Sam Darnold might be a free agent this year.
I heard people say, Jimmy G, man, Jimmy Garoppolo, man, him and his porn star girlfriend. I'd take him over Dak Prescott, man. He been to Super Bowl. Yeah, and they're trying to get rid of him. They had a great defense, by the way. He certainly wasn't, and a great running attack. Great running attack. And all you jackasses out there saying, oh, well, Dallas Cowboys, best offensive line in football. They used to be. I'll be the first one to tell you. When they had Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, and Tyron Smith healthy and young, that was a great offensive line. With Ron Leary and Doug Free, yes, I will give you no arguments. But starting in 2017, when we ended up losing Ron Leary and Doug Free retired, that defense started going downhill. And in 2018, losing Travis Frederick, If you lost Travis Frederick, the soul of that offensive line was gone. And in that season, you had Zach Martin mess his knee up in training camp, was on one leg. Tyron Smith missed 3 games. You got Connor Williams, a rookie, starting, missing time, and then having to switch sides to take over for Zach Martin. And you had Lyle Collins, who was originally a guard, switched to tackle, has had one really good year. So this myth of the Cowboys have a great offensive line is a myth. And you look at the offensive line that we fielded this year, where we literally had Terrence Steele play the 4th amount of snaps on our team on offense. Terrence Steele, a rookie, undrafted offensive lineman who literally was not steel. He got better, but he was not he wasn't even aluminum. He was more like lead, okay? Y'all crazy. And when you go through, because I know the same jackass, well, Kirk Cousins beat Dak Prescott. That game, Dak had 3 touchdown passes, that Amari Cooper wasn't in, Tyron Smith wasn't in, Zeke Elliott was there, but he wasn't really in because he got 42 yards. It was all on Dak Prescott's back. And then the coach decided, we're going to take it out of Dak Prescott's hands. We're going to give the ball to Zeke, a guy who hasn't been running all day. So when you start talking about an Andy Reid coach team or a Kyle Shanahan or a Sean McVay coach team versus a team coached by Jason Garrett, come on, man. Come on. Dr. Football, don't be stupid. Dr. Football, nobody wins all of their games. Period. Patriots game, I will also say, one was in New England. And in case you didn't notice, when we went into New England that game, you do know that New England had not lost a game at home in 17 tries. So let me say that again. They had not lost a game there in 17 tries. There was foul weather, and there were those 2 phantom tripping calls. Remember those phantom tripping calls? And I believe they had a blocked punt, which was the difference maker in that game. Our special teams gave up a blocked punt that Tom Brady got a touchdown on, which was the difference in the game. So is that's your point? That game that we lost to New England? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. What does Denver do at quarterback? Denver, H Sports 58, shout out to you, Denver Bronco fan. We love fans from other teams. Apparently, you're smitten with Dak and are hoping, there's a lot of teams hoping that the Dallas Cowboys screw the pooch on this one and somehow, some way let Dak Prescott go. If you're a team right now and you're thinking we need a game-changing quarterback, and you look at the idea of having Deshaun Watson and knowing that it's going to cost me a couple of number ones, a couple of number twos, a couple of number threes, and some players, talking about 8 players and all, and you think that Dak Prescott might be a free agent, all we got to do is pay him, you're good. You're good. And this is the thing that mystifies me, that when Matthew – and I tell you what, let me pull it up because I want you guys to – see that I'm not full of shit here. Because the same people will say Matthew Stafford he never had anybody around him. Are the same people that will say, you are what your record is. They won't give that, when you go through and say offensive line wasn't there. Defense gave up 48 points. Dak Prescott lost the game. Dak lost the game. But with Matthew Stafford, for some reason, they don't say Matthew Stafford lost the game. They say the Lions lost. Come on now. Can we at least be legitimate with that? If you're going to say Dak lost the game, Dak's record, then how the hell is it you can't say Matthew Stafford's record? Huh? Come on, man. Come on. Because as I look at this, look, 74-90. Completion percentage, 62.6 for a career. Yard average, 7.2, okay? And this is where I'm talking about 2014 right here. They were 11-5. 11-5 with Megatron and Golden Tate as receivers and the number 3 defense in the NFL. How come they didn't win the Super Bowl? I'm just asking. They didn't even win their division. I never said that, Jamal, I've never said he was better than Pat Mahomes. You ain't never heard that come out of my mouth.
Dak Prescott's not better.
I have not said he's better than Pat Mahomes. I say he's about a top 5 quarterback. I'd say as far as looking around what's available, I would say Deshaun Watson and Dak are very similar as far as statistics-wise and things. You got to look at Deshaun Watson having an elite wide receiver for almost all of his years. Okay. All right. You know what? You are gone.
I don't remember asking you a
I
goddamn
don't know who you
thing.
are. But that's not acceptable.
Whoever that one dude is, like, nope.
Let me make something clear here. There's a lot of channels in YouTube. I'm an older guy. Okay.
Everybody has a channel. Everybody has a channel.
Everybody's got a channel. Okay. But here's the thing. I don't have a problem. In fact, I love fans of other teams. There's Eagle fans, although they don't come around much anymore because they're cockroaches. Okay. They only come around when they're winning, and that's okay. You're not a true fan. A true fan is one who is literally there all the time. I'm here, win or lose, every day. In fact, you can't shut me up. Okay? And I got no problem you coming in saying, Cowboys stink, we got you, you beat it. And I'll be the first one to tell you, hey, you guys are the better team. I've gone through and said, I'm Philly 500's bitch because, well, they beat us. Well, LA Rams take, it's not 50 videos. It's not 50. It's 49. Get your number straight. Get your number straight. And you're new here, buddy. You're new here. Let me tell you what LA Rams take. The reason being is we have Cowboy fans that say, oh, we should have traded Dak Prescott and Michael Gallup to Detroit to get Matthew Stafford. Or we have people that go through and say, oh, Jared Goff, he's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. I show you the numbers, and I make my argument for it because all the talking heads are always out here saying stupid shit. That's not true. And if you hear something that's misinformation enough times, you begin to believe it. So when I come out here, this is the reason why I pull up the statistics. This is why I pull up the statistics. And don't be butthurt because your team traded away all the draft picks for a garbage quarterback. Okay? Don't be mad. I know you guys are saying, oh, well, Matthew Stafford's going to be our savior. I know you're happy about that idea, and I understand that Jared Goff is that bad. But don't be mad at me that I'm pointing out there that he's not all that's cracked up to be. And we'll revisit this next year. We will revisit this next year, LA fan. But back to my original thing. I have no problem having a discussion, about whether Dak is good or, Jared Goff is good or whatever, or telling me my team stinks. But what I will not accept in here, because we have a lot of lovely ladies, we have a lot of great fans, we got a lot of older people like me, is when people are they're just going after people to be an asshole, just to be an asshole. So when you make a profile that's literally just a hating profile name, or you come in and just say stuff that's literally attacking somebody, you're gone. You're gone. Because you don't have to be here. Bro, you know what LA Rams take? I'm 100% with you. They ain't done shit. I ain't said they've done shit. Doesn't mean I can't talk about somebody else, though, can I? So, bro, this is a Dallas Cowboy channel. And if you don't like what I'm saying,
situation requires is a whole lot more, and you shut your mother ass up.
How about that? Okay. Like I said, aren't there some LA Ram channels? Some LA Ram channels that that'll be in there giving you what you want?
I'm sure there is one or two of them out there. You just have to find them.
Oh, right. I mean, seriously.
I found a 49.
I'm not going on a Ram channel and talking about what they talking about. Oh, how dare you talk about, about the Cowboys and stuff. Dude, birds of a feather flock together. Alan, it doesn't matter. I'm not even going to repeat it. For lowrider hat. What's a Brandon, what's a lowrider hat? I'm sorry, I'm old. Mike, what's a lowrider hat?
I have to look it up.
I tell you what, Brandon, email me. I'm sure I can. I just got to show me what you want. Jerry should just let Dak walk. Real Cowboys? Oh, okay. So you're just an asshole then. Is that what it is? I bet that's a Law and Nation fan. So, yeah. Evidently, you must be about 5 years old in your mama's basement or some shit. Gina, I love Dak. I know Gina. Is that a different Gina or is that my regular Gina? Are you a new Gina? I think you're a new Gina. Gina, you'd rock with them. Oh, there you go. Let's keep it Cowboys. I think he's just mad because the Rams spent that much for him. And hey, I can't argue with what Sean McVay has gotten his team to the Super Bowl with a garbage quarterback. I can't argue with that. And I can understand why he would go ahead and make that move because, and this is real talk, LA fan. Okay, to me, this is real talk. I look at the situation that you have right now. You got Jalen Ramsey, you got to pay. Okay? You got to pay Jalen Ramsey, right? You've got what?
Rams Talk.
Okay, Rams.
Actual YouTube channel. With
all right, so Rams Talk. And Rams Talk.
That's an actual YouTube channel where people can go get the LA Rams fix on.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Rams Talk take. Rams take. It's talk or take. He says it's take.
Or take talk, whatever.
Take talk. Okay. Can we TikTok or something? I mean, if you like to, if you and I mean, I can put you right up here, and we can have a discussion because here's real talk. Okay, I'm just saying. When I look at the situation, you got Jalen Ramsey who has to get paid, right? And then this is not hate. It's not hate. Okay. He's gotten his extension? Hold on.
Who?
Jalen Ramsey. Hold on.
That I have no idea. That mystifies me if that's true.
I missed that. If Jalen Ramsey got his, I missed him getting his extension. Because what I see right here is before the change in quarterbacks that you got $31 million that you're over. Okay? Just listen to me. You're $31 million over the cap. You don't have a number one pick. You got 2 compensatory picks, I think a third and a fourth coming, which helps. And I know you don't believe in number one picks. Getting rid of getting rid of Golf's contract is great, but I still think you got $22 million in dead money. And then you got Matthew Stafford's contract coming through. You're going to have to restructure a bunch of contracts, which is just kicking the can down the road. Ramsey, let's look at Ramsey's contract. Why are we getting an ad there? Damn, ads.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about his actual YouTube channel called Ramsey.
Oh, my bad. You're right. He did get his extension. I missed the extension. Okay, forget that. I got it wrong. It can be manipulated to a point, Rams talk, but here's the problem. At some point, you have to blow it up to start all over because you can't keep kicking the can down the road. That's what happens to our Cowboys. I'll be honest. Dak Prescott, DeMarcus Ware's contract, Dez Bryant's, we got to the point where we had to purge. We were fortunate that we got Dak Prescott, who was only getting $680,000 a year, because that enabled us to get rid of that cap hit of $26 million over 2 years for for Tony Romo, for that $17 million that we took for Dez Bryant. 5 years, $200 million with 100. Well, I appreciate that, Justin. Thank you very much, man.
Take the money out, all of it.
Okay, forget the Jalen Ramsey one. My bad. I didn't realize they had gotten that one done. Great job with it, but you're still $31 million, and you can restructure contracts. But restructuring it's still not giving you money to bring in very many people. You follow me? So when you're looking at it, you're not high enough to be able to draft a quarterback, and you don't want to wait because you start thinking about Aaron Donald is great right now, but how many good years do you really have? 2 or 3, and then he's going to start going down. Okay. All right, well, LA Rams take? Well, you cool then. Then why are you arguing with an idiot then? If you're happy, I'm happy. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're happy that you got Matthew Stafford, okay? Great job. Great quarterback, okay? Great job, okay? We cool. We cool, okay? We best buddies now. If you want to, you can email me. Let's see. No, it's the website for my racks. Okay, hold on. I tell you what, LA Talk, if you want to continue this, where are we? Bam. If you want to continue this LA Rams take, email me right there, CowboysMark94 Gmail. And we, if you want to, we can do a video and have a discussion. You can come on. You can tell me I'm an idiot, or if you want me on your show or whatever, we can do that. We can do that. I listen, I've argued with idiots before. I've argued with idiots before. You all know that I do.
I fire Howard. Fucking fire. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's an ass. He's stupid. I fire his ass. I fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him. You.
I'm trying to understand somebody saying that if Dak leaves, we'll get Aaron Rodgers. Okay, hypothetically, just follow my logic. Let me follow your logic right now. So you're saying if we let Dak Prescott go, Aaron Rodgers already said he wants a new contract. He's at 35. He'll be in the 40s range. You'll have to also do compensation for Aaron Rodgers. And if it took 2 number ones and a quarterback and a third to get Matthew Stafford, a guy who constantly loses to Aaron Rodgers, what do you think it's going to take compensation-wise to get Aaron Rodgers? 3 number ones and some other players? Jerry Jones's yacht? How is that helping your team get the defense fixed? I'm just trying to understand that one. You know, this is why I hate fantasy football. Too many of you guys are always, just trade this guy, trade that guy. Reunites with MH Sports 58. Yeah, here that's a good one because I forgot about that because Aaron Rodgers can't stand Mike McCarthy because Mike McCarthy ended up taking Alex Smith with the Rams. With the 49ers. And Aaron Rodgers is like, you think that guy was the number 1 quarterback and you let me slip? Because he wanted to go to the 49ers. So there's that. So the idea of thinking that Aaron Rodgers is coming to Dallas, sorry, doesn't do it. Letting Dak go doesn't fix anything. It makes our situation worse. Because, like I said, I keep hearing people say, let Dak go, but what's your solution? Okay, you're not getting Aaron Rodgers. Okay, if you want to get Deshaun Watson, they want 2 defensive players. I'm sure they're not taking Tyrone Crawford and Xavier Woods for those 2 players. Trade Dak for Watson. The only way that works is if Dak says, okay, I'm good for that. And why the hell would he want to go to that franchise? And if I'm Dak Prescott, you want to trade me? Screw you. I'll sit out. I got cash. I ain't playing. You can franchise tag me because here's what I would do. Here's how Dak Prescott can force the hand. Because, see, the Washington football team thought about franchise tagging Kirk Cousins. But they realize we're setting ourselves up to be screwed. Because here's the thing. You tag Dak Prescott and say, you know what, we're going to tag Dak and we're going to trade him to the Houston Texans, right? From the moment you tag that guy, when the league year starts, it's counted against your cap. That's $37.7 million that counts on your cap. But until Dak Prescott signs it, it just means that Dak Prescott can't go someplace else. He can't negotiate with somebody else. He can't make a deal with somebody else. He's not your property until he signs. So if I'm Dak Prescott and you're saying, here's the franchise tag, we're going to trade you, I say screw you. I ain't signing it. But I'm going to tie up that $38 million that you have on the contract, which means you don't have money to go do something else. You want to play hardball? Then let me start playing hardball. If we got a chance to draft Pitts, a tight end from Florida, would you do it? That's DMV's thing, man. Unless there's absolutely positively nobody that can help my defense, then maybe. If I can, I'd rather trade back and get multiple players for my defense. I need a defense because I'm sorry. I can't see my offense scoring many more points than what we already have. I need my defense to get me the ball for the offense. I need my defense to shut some of these people down. I need a defense that's not giving up 48 points to the Browns. That's me. Now, maybe I'm stupid or something. I don't know. But we've had if we got a chance to, definitely a top 5. Come on, haha, with the number 1 wide receiver and damn near the best. You and the Patriots pick the GOAT in the 6th round. So what's your point? It's only one break. Yeah, and it's not like there's Tom Brady's being picked in the 6th round all the time. There's one. There's been one. There's been one undrafted quarterback, Tony Romo. So, Cowboys got lucky that we went from Dak Prescott to Tony Romo. From Tony Romo to Dak Prescott. That doesn't usually happen. And when I say my Denver fan in here understands the pain, because in the time, think about this. In the time that we drafted Dak Prescott, Denver has drafted 2 quarterbacks in the 1st round. 2 quarterbacks in the 1st round, and still don't have one. Let that sink in. All right, it's time to get your shot glass ready. Get your shot glass, guys, because we getting up out of here. I got to get my blood pressure down from arguing with idiots. Lola talking to these lame ass Dallas fan for life. What's up? Dak is better than Watson. Please keep Dak. Well, it ain't up to me, my man, but I appreciate the super chat there. Huh? They probably will. Well, first they'll what they'll do is they'll make him look like the bad guy, and they'll make him look like he's greedy and everything else, and not a team player. But okay, hey, MH Sports. Okay, before I go, I tell you what, MH Sports. Do you have a channel? Do you do YouTube?
Everybody has a channel, but do you post on it?
What, right? Do you do videos, MH Sports? If you do, email me cowboysmark94@gmail.com, because I'd like to get a Denver fan, because I got one of my best friends is actually a Denver Bronco fan, and I would love, because he was like, man, he wants me to do some talking about Denver and things, but I don't do that much with Denver. But what I do know is you guys have had a lot of quarterbacks.
That in their organization is it's a mess. The ownership's a mess too.
Well, that whole the death of that it's a mess.
$10 million every time.
Yes. Well, MA Sports email it. But if you had the chance for Dak Prescott, would you look and say, I'll take that guy? Or would you say, I'd rather have Jimmy Garoppolo? Or I'd rather have Matthew Stafford? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait for a few moments before I go ahead on here. I really want to get your response, because it seems like Cowboy fans hate Dak Prescott more than anybody else. Because I hear Washington fans, like your man said, he was like, if y'all don't want Dak, we'll be more than happy to take him.
Well, they'll overpay Dak. They'll make him the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
Reaper, you wish you were had a channel. You know what, Reaper? I used to stutter. I couldn't talk in public. I believe it or not, it's the truth. Come on, my man. Come on, Denver fan.
I'm telling you, the Washington football team will overpay for Dak. They'll give him the most richest contract.
I'm with you, Hernandez. What has Stafford done? You're right, Rolando. The Cowboys will always be in the news with or without Dak. Because, well, I tell you what, if Dak goes, it'll be the Dallas Cowboys made the biggest mistake of their franchise, history and stuff. It'll be, why the hell did Dallas Cowboys get rid of Dak Prescott? And it'll be following Dak Prescott. Former Dallas Cowboy Dak Prescott is doing blah, 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 blah. The Cowboys were stupid to let him go.
Wentz to Washington, that ain't going to happen.
I'd like to see that. That would destroy the team. By far, look, MH Sports 58 says, I'd take him by far, okay? Because, see, he understands, we got a new channel member. Make sure you email me at
he ordered the rack, too.
Oh, did he?
I know that I recognize that name.
Well, shout out to you, my man.
Then we'll get it out with you when we send your rack.
Well, all right, man. All right, cool.
So you made our job a little bit easier.
Well, I appreciate the show, Corey. All right, so get your shot glass ready. And Scott, when you get your shot glass, make sure you take a picture of yourself. Or when you get your racks, take it. And Gina.
Yeah, we'll send the extra shot
Hey,
glass
Gina,
with your rack
make sure
Scott.
you show us your racks. Okay, Gina, I'm waiting for that picture of your racks, okay? I want to show everybody your racks, all right? But take a picture and send it to us, because we're going to add you to our shots video. and I don't know where I think my rum's over there, ain't it? Look, they stole my rum. They said after Saturday night, no more drinking for you. But here we go. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, he ought to send nothing because I remember his name because he ordered one of the rags.
We haven't made it yet, though, right?
Oh, man,
I mean, we're not finished with it yet.
I'll make sure I put an extra one in for his. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Oh my goodness! I shot. Damn. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm sitting there looking down, doing the stuff, and the shots. I'm just having all kinds of mistakes. Didn't get reloaded because I pulled the thing out. The drive's over there. Damn. So sorry, no shot glass video tonight because I messed up. I pulled. Can you plug it into the other computer? Because I added some to it and I forgot to put it in. Damn. Look at that. Just trying to do too damn much. Let's try that again. Nope, it's not going to be there. All right, so here, look, I'm just going to take my shot. I'll get you on the next go-round, and hopefully Gina will have her racks up on here with her picture as well as some. Why are you shaking your head? Why are you shaking your head? But seriously, all jokes aside, my man who's an LA Ram fan, nothing personal. It's only business, man. We just having some fun in here and stuff. This is all heated discussions. We're all passionate about my teams. Your team, my team. We're all passionate and everything. So just, it's all for fun. And nothing personal. It's only business because we're trying to run a business here. And with that being said, we gonna get up out of here. All right? Peace.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing.